Welcome back. We are here with Christopher Cook from Alliance Insurance Services answering your questions about insurance, and you can continue to text your questions. The number is there at the bottom of the screen, 336-379-5775. All right, this person says, I have a camper and I'm going to put it in the mountains on a campground site and keep it there permanently, and I have a golf cart. Do I need insurance on my golf cart? And if so, is that covered underneath my homeowners?
So yes, you need to have liability protection for your golf cart, and just in case you have an accident, you hit a pedestrian, or somehow you have an accident in that campground, whether you hit another golf cart or you hit a camper or whatever it might be. It is possible to add an endorsement to your homeowner's insurance policy. Not all carriers in our state add that or offer that liability endorsement. If they do not, or you want to also have comprehensive and collision coverage in case this cart is damaged or stolen, then you can buy an individual standalone policy for that golf cart. But yes, I'd encourage you to have liability protection for your golf cart in the campground.
Mm-hmm. This person says, does your homeowner's insurance cover the repair of your garage?
The simple answer to that is yes. The question may be because the person has an attached garage, it's part of the home. More likely it's because they have a detached garage. It's a separate structure, a separate building. Standard homeowners policy in our state has 10% additional coverage for other structures. So if your home were to be insured for $200,000, you have $20,000 of property coverage for other structures, in this case a detached garage. So yes, your homeowner's policy should have coverage for your garage.
All right, this is my own question, just because I always think this is really interesting. When something happens to your car and it's in the garage, a lot of people think that it's your homeowners that pays for it.
Homeowners policies pay for buildings and stuff that goes in buildings. Auto insurance policies pay for things that are supposed to be driven on the road. So whether the car is roadworthy or not, if it was manufactured with the intent of being driven, it has to be insured by an auto policy. A homeowner's policy will never pay for the damage to your motorcycle, your classic car, your granddad's pickup truck, or your car you drive every day.
So your home burns down, or just your garage burns down, or a tree falls on your garage and it totals your car, it is still your auto policy, not your homeowner's policy. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This person says, my daughter is getting ready to get her driver's permit. Can I get a separate policy for her, or does she need to be on my policy?
We absolutely always recommend you add your daughter to your insurance policy.
Okay, this person says, will your insurance go up on a comprehensive claim, example like you hit a deer with your vehicle?
Not typically, can't speak to 100% certainty on that, but not typically. What the industry calls comp claims are waived. But if you hit 7 deer in the 3-year period, yes, your insurance company is probably going to raise your rate because evidently you live in an area that's prone to you hitting a deer.
I hit a hay bale one year and a deer the next year, and then bumper the next year. It was bad. I feel you, the person who asked that question. All right, let's talk about comprehensive coverage. And I know we have a graphic for comprehensive coverage. Comprehensive coverage is something that is not required for people to have.
That's right.
And so what does comprehensive coverage do, and what happens if you don't have comprehensive coverage?
Yes, so a simple term is acts of nature, acts of God, as I would call them. Damage from weather is the most typical thing that we see. Comp also covers theft and vandalism. So hail damage, hitting an animal, theft or vandalism, and glass claims, usually from a rock road hazard, are the things that we see most often under comprehensive. Go back to the deer. Unfortunately, if you hit the deer, obviously we can't sue Rudolph. Rudolph doesn't have any assets, and we can't sue him in this world. So if you hit the deer, you have no comprehensive coverage. You have to pay for the damages to your car.
We're getting follow-up questions on the whole garage auto thing. This person says, what if you have a tractor in a garage? Will homeowners insurance cover that?
Great question, and the answer to that is yes. If your tractor or your lawnmower or your side-by-side are used to maintain your property, then they are insured by your homeowners policy. Please be careful to hear what I said. It has to be used to maintain your property. Once you drive it to your neighbor's house to help them scrape the driveway, it has left your property. And if it's stolen from your neighbor's house, you have no coverage unless you buy a separate policy limit for that tractor.
But if it's stolen out of your garage, then it's okay. Got it.
Well, it's not okay.
You
but
know
your
what I
homeowner's
mean.
policy
It's
is gonna
covered.
cover it.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's covered. All right, this person says, at what age should you get a life insurance policy separate from the free policy that's offered to you at work?
Great question. I don't know that I have a specific age in mind. I would recommend it as early as you feel like that when you leave this world, you are going to leave responsibility to someone else, whether that be in the form of a mortgage or other debts, maybe that's student loans, or that's in the responsibility to raise a child. I would recommend you having a standalone policy. Typically, when you leave your employer, that life insurance policy doesn't go with you. As we get older, as we deal with certain illnesses and ailments in life, life insurance gets more expensive. So if that's something you want to take care of now or you're focused on that, then I would encourage you to take care of it when you're younger rather than when you're starting to get a little gray around the sides like I am.
So if you start a life insurance policy, just an extra one, let's say when you're younger, that's better because you're going to pay a less of a premium even as you grow older, or no?
Yeah, that's a good generalization. Life insurance is, just like all insurance, the less the risk, the less the premium. Life insurance is less expensive for young folks, depending on whether you buy a term insurance policy or a permanent insurance policy. That is how long that premium will stay level or stay flat. But if you were 30 years old and you bought a 30-year term policy, that term life insurance premium is going to be the same until you're 60. If you waited till you were 50 to buy that term life insurance policy, that premium is going to be about 8 times more per month or per year, however you choose to pay it. So it just gets more expensive as we get older.
Fantastic. Not what we wanted to hear, but that is the reality of life. Okay, we're going to continue taking your text questions. We've got one more segment coming up. Again, 336-379-5775, and we'll be right back.